Hi, everyone. Welcome back to the channel. I'm Sarah, and today I will share my daily routine with you. Before we begin, I want you to imagine that you're sitting with me like a friend, and we're having a simple, relaxed conversation. I know many learners feel shy when talking about their routine in English, so today I want to make it easy, natural, and comfortable for you. As I describe my own day, you can listen, repeat, and learn how to talk about your day too. Daily routines are a great way to practice English because we talk about them all the time. At school, at work, with friends, and even in interviews. So while you listen to my routine, think about your own habits, your own morning, and your own lifestyle. I'll speak slowly and clearly so you can understand every word. Take your time, relax, and enjoy the lesson with me. Let's begin. I usually wake up at 7 a.m., and the very first thing I notice is the soft morning light coming through my window. For a few seconds, I just lie there, breathing slowly, letting my mind prepare for a new day. Then I sit up, stretch my arms, and feel my body wake up little by little. I make my bed right away because it helps my room feel calm and tidy, and it gives me a small sense of achievement before the day even starts. After that, I walk to the bathroom, brush my teeth, and wash my face with cool water, which makes me feel fresh and awake. Sometimes I look at myself in the mirror and give myself a small smile, just to start the day with positive energy. Then I take a warm shower, and it feels like all the sleepiness slowly washes away. Around 7:30 a.m., I make my breakfast, and I try to keep it simple but comforting. Some days I prepare toast or eggs, and other days I choose something lighter, like fruit or yogurt. I usually drink tea or coffee, and I love holding the warm cup in my hands while I think about the day ahead. Breakfast is my quiet moment, a small pause before everything becomes busy. After eating, I get ready, pick out my clothes, and slowly shift my mind into work mode, knowing my day is just beginning. I start my work at 9 a.m., and I like to give myself a few quiet minutes before I begin, just to settle in and breathe. When I sit at my desk, I turn on my computer and watch the screen light up slowly, almost like the day is officially starting with me. The first thing I always do is check my emails, and as I read each message, I get a sense of what the day will look like. Some emails are simple and easy to answer, but others need more time, more thinking, more attention, so I take a moment to plan my replies. I like to keep a small notebook next to me, and as I read my messages, I write down the important tasks for the day. There's something calming about seeing everything written on paper, almost like organizing my thoughts into neat little lines. After that, I open my projects and look at where I left off the day before. Sometimes I feel excited because I love what I'm working on. And sometimes I feel a little nervous because the tasks are big or challenging. But either way, I remind myself that I don't need to finish everything at once. I just need to take one step at a time. As I begin working, the morning slowly becomes peaceful and focused. The soft sound of typing, the quiet hum of the computer, and the gentle rhythm of my thoughts create a kind of workspace atmosphere that feels both calm and productive. Some days I have meetings, and when I join them, I always take a second to adjust my microphone and check my camera. As soon as the meeting starts, I listen carefully to the voices of my team, and it feels like we're all trying to move in the same direction, sharing ideas, solving problems, and helping each other stay on track. I like these moments because they remind me that I'm not working alone. After the meeting ends, I usually feel more clear and focused, with a fresh sense of direction. Then I go back to my tasks, open the documents I need, and continue working. Sometimes the work feels smooth and the ideas come easily, like water flowing naturally. Other times I pause, stare at the screen for a moment, think deeply, and try to find the right words or the right solution. When I get stuck, I take a slow breath, stretch my shoulders, and remind myself that creativity needs space, not pressure. By the time it gets close to lunch, I usually start feeling a little hungry, but I try to finish one last small task before taking my break. There's something satisfying about completing even a tiny piece of work before stepping away. Around 1 p.m., I finally take my lunch break. I walk to the kitchen, prepare something simple, maybe a salad, a sandwich, or some fruit, and I enjoy the change of environment. Sometimes I sit near a window and look outside while I eat, watching people walking by, listening to the distant sounds of life happening outside my workspace. It feels like a gentle reset in the middle of the day. Eating lunch gives my body energy and gives my mind a little rest from all the thinking and focusing. Each afternoon becomes easier to face when I allow myself this short pause. And once I finish eating, I feel refreshed, ready to return to my desk and continue the rest of my day with a calm and steady mind. After lunch, I return to my desk with a quiet, relaxed energy. And for a moment, I just sit there, letting my mind slowly shift back into work mode. The afternoon light usually feels different from the morning light. Softer, warmer, almost gentle. And it creates a calm atmosphere that helps me think more clearly. I look at my notebook again, check the tasks I still need to finish, and decide which one I want to start with first. Sometimes I choose the most important task, and sometimes I choose something small just to ease my mind back into the rhythm of work. As I begin typing again, I notice how the day starts to move at a slower, steadier pace. The world outside feels quieter, and even the sounds in my room become softer. Like everything is settling into the calm of the afternoon, I try to stay focused, but I also try not to rush myself. I work step by step, giving each task the attention it needs. Whenever I feel my shoulders getting tight or my eyes feeling tired, I take a short break to stretch. Sometimes I stand up and walk around my room for a minute, letting my body move a little after sitting for so long. Sometimes I drink a glass of water or make a warm cup of tea, and just holding the cup in my hands makes me feel more awake and grounded. These tiny breaks help me reset without losing my flow. When I sit back down, I feel a little more awake, a little more refreshed, and ready to continue. The afternoon continues like this, a mix of focus, effort, and small breaths of rest. I work on my projects, update my notes, and check things off my list one by one. Each completed task brings a gentle feeling of satisfaction, like I'm slowly building something meaningful throughout the day. Sometimes the work gets intense, and I have to think deeply and carefully, but I remind myself to stay patient. Good work takes time, and the afternoon is the perfect space for slow, thoughtful progress. As the hours pass, I can feel the day moving toward evening. The light outside starts to shift again, becoming cooler and a little dimmer, and I know my workday is almost done. I look at the clock and try to finish one last task before stopping. When the time reaches around 5 or 6 p.m., I slowly begin wrapping things up. closing tabs, saving files, organizing my desk a little, getting ready to step away from work and let the rest of the day unfold peacefully. When I reach home, I feel a gentle wave of relief wash over me, like the whole weight of the day slowly sliding off my shoulders. I take a moment to put my bag down, remove my shoes, and breathe in the comfort of my own space. There is something calming about knowing that the busy part of the day is behind me and the quieter, softer hours are about to begin. Sometimes I change into more comfortable clothes right away, and the moment I do, my body feels lighter, almost as if it's thanking me. The evening has its own rhythm, a slower heartbeat, and I let myself fall into it naturally. Some days I sit on the sofa and watch a show, letting the colors, sounds, and calm scenes help my mind relax. Other days I pick up a book, and as I turn the pages, I feel myself drifting into another world, far away from emails and tasks. And there are evenings when I don't want to do anything at all. I just sit quietly, close my eyes, and enjoy the peaceful silence that fills the room around 8 p.m. I start thinking about dinner. Sometimes I cook something simple and warm, and I enjoy the smell of food filling the kitchen like a soft, comforting blanket. Other times I eat with my family, and those moments feel special in their own way. Talking, laughing, sharing stories from the day. Dinner is never just food. It's a small pause, a gentle reminder that life has simple joys too. After dinner, I usually stay at the table for a few extra minutes, just enjoying the softness of the moment before getting up again. Sometimes I spend time chatting with my family, hearing about their day, or sharing the little moments from mine. And sometimes I pick up my phone and talk to a friend, sending messages, sharing a joke, or just checking in to see how they are. Evenings have this quiet beauty that makes everything feel softer and slower, and I let myself enjoy it fully. I move through the house more peacefully, as if the whole world is gently preparing me for the night. At night, I like to slow everything down and let the day fade gently, almost like a soft curtain falling at the end of a long, peaceful performance. I don't rush this part of my routine because these quiet moments help me reconnect with myself after a day full of movement, decisions, and noise. I usually sit in my room for a minute and let the silence settle around me like a warm blanket. The world outside becomes calmer, the streets quieter, and even the air feels different. Cooler and softer, I take a deep breath and feel my body relax a little more with each inhale. Then I reach for my small notebook, the one I use every night, and I open it slowly, almost with a sense of ceremony. The pages are filled with my handwriting, lists, thoughts, ideas, reminders, and looking at them gives me a gentle feeling of clarity. I write down the tasks I want to do tomorrow, but I do it calmly, without pressure, like placing little stones on a quiet path. Sometimes I write only 3 things, sometimes a little more, depending on how I feel. As I write, I notice the sound of the pen moving on the paper, soft and steady, like a quiet rhythm that helps my mind settle. This simple act makes me feel organized, as if I'm giving the next day a soft, thoughtful beginning before it even arrives. When I finish writing, I close the notebook and put it back in its place, and that small action feels like closing a door on the day behind me. Then I move to the bathroom and turn on the warm light, which feels gentle on my eyes after a long day. I brush my teeth slowly, not rushing, just enjoying the simple routine that tells my mind it's time to unwind. The sound of water running, the coolness of the sink, the familiar smell of toothpaste. All these tiny details make the night feel peaceful and comforting. After brushing my teeth, I wash my face again, and the warm water feels soothing against my skin. I watch the droplets slowly slide down my hands, glowing softly in the bathroom light, and I take a moment to appreciate the stillness of it all. Sometimes I catch my reflection in the mirror and smile at myself. Not because anything special happened, but because I'm grateful for the quiet, gentle ending of the day. After I finish in the bathroom, I switch off the light and walk back to my room, and the soft darkness feels calm and peaceful. I change into my night clothes, which are always comfortable and light, and the moment I slip into them, my body feels even more relaxed. I tidy my bed a little, fluff the pillows, and make the blanket feel just right, creating a small, cozy space that feels warm and inviting. Then I sit on my bed for a while, letting the quiet night surround me like a soft whisper. Sometimes I check my phone for a minute, respond to a couple of messages, or read something small. But I try not to get lost in the screen because I want my mind to stay calm. Other nights, I simply close my eyes for a moment and enjoy the feeling of stillness. I can hear faint sounds from outside, a distant car, a soft breeze, maybe someone walking home. And those gentle noises make the night feel alive but peaceful. When I finally lie down, the softness of the bed feels comforting under me, and I pull the blanket up to my shoulders, letting the warmth settle around me. I take a slow breath and let my body sink deeper into the mattress, feeling the last bits of tension drift away. My room feels safe and quiet, like a small sanctuary where nothing can rush me or disturb me. I look at the soft shadows on the walls, created by the dim light in the corner of my room, and they move slowly, almost like they're breathing with me. Sometimes I think about the little moments from my day, the things that made me smile, the things that challenged me, the things I learned, and I let them pass gently through my mind. And sometimes I don't think at all. I simply listen to the silence, feel the softness of the blankets, and let the night wrap around me. My eyes grow heavier with each passing minute, and the world around me becomes softer and blurrier, as if it is slowly fading into a dream. I let my breath become calm and steady, and I allow the quiet night to guide me toward rest. I don't fight the sleepiness when it arrives. Instead, I welcome it like a gentle friend coming to carry me into a quiet, peaceful sleep.